Man, ooh, Amanda Nunes is a beast. Ronda Rousey, it's been a while since she stepped out there. Not really sure where she's at. If she had a warm-up fight before, I could tell you where she's at mentally and physically. Not sure, man. I think Amanda Nunes might have it. If it's the same Ronda Rousey we've seen in the past, she could pull it off. But after that last loss and where she was mentally, I'm not sure. She seemed like it really got to her. She was talking about retiring. You didn't hear a lot from her after that last loss. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see that. I think Amanda Nunes has got that one.
I honestly think Amanda's going to pull this out. Amanda has been gunning for the top for some time, and her striking is amazing, and also her ground game. You cannot put that past her. She's actually a really good grappler. So I think Ronda's going to have her hands full with Amanda.
I say Ronda Rousey. I know it's going to be a tough fight, I think, for both of them, but I do believe that Ronda Rousey will win. I think the UFC is smart, and they know that she will win, and that'll be a good fight for her to come back to and be the title holder once again.
I would love to see Amanda Nunes put the beating on her. I don't understand why Rousey gets a title shot right away. She lost her belt. She sat, and her last fight, she lost her last fight. She gets a title shot. It's not a rematch, so I would have liked to see Rousey fight a top 5 and then go for a title shot. But
Nunes is tough. She's a tough chick. She brings it.
She's a fierce fighter, so I think she could outpace Rousey.
I think Amanda Nunes is going to win this fight. I think Ronda is still broken. She's mentally fragile. I mean, it took her so long to come back from the last fight. She wasn't sure if she even wanted to come back. Now she's saying this is one of her last fights. That's never good for a fighter, especially when you're fighting someone like Amanda Nunes. She's tough. She can hit. She's got good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. I think she's going to finish Ronda. I think that she's way too mean. I think what we were missing and why Ronda was so good was no one could have matched her aggression and her mindset. I think she was just mentally stronger than a lot of these girls. But I think she's lost that edge. Everybody sees she's human. Everyone sees she's getting, she took that beating from Holly Holm. And, sometimes when people get beat up like that, man, that's a life-changing experience. And I just think Amanda Nunes is going to be too much. We got Dean Thomas, her coach up here, worked with us a little bit with Tyron, and he's very high on Amanda Nunes. Before the Holly fight, or the Misha fight, I should say, I was picking Misha. And he's like, nah, don't do it. I put my money on Amanda, and I'm not going against that pick again.
I don't know. Obviously a long time ago I would have said Ronda, but she's been out so long, and just mentally, I wonder how shook she got from losing the way she did. Obviously, I don't think Amanda Nunes hits like Ronda Rousey, but like Holly Holm. But I don't know. I think I'll take Ronda. I think she's gonna come out hungry. She's a competitor too. She's an Olympic athlete. I think the loss, I'm sure, shook her up. But if anything, that's gonna just motivate her to train even more. I hope.
If Ronda is, mentally there, I think she can definitely take it. But also Amanda's real tough, and her striking is really crisp. So, I think it'll be a good matchup for a good, tough fight for Ronda.
I think if Amanda Nunes can finish it in the first round, I think it's the only chance. I think Ronda Rousey comes back and does her thing. But I do believe if Amanda Nunes gets on her early, catches her something big, because you saw what she did with Misha. She hits you hard, and I think she finished it. But I gotta stick with the Ronda.
Yeah, I'm going for Ronda Rousey, man. Everybody's counting her out. Everybody thinks that she's done, but I think it's gonna be the same thing. Everybody loses at some point. There's not many undefeated fighters out there. Very, very few of them, and if there are, they don't have many fights. So eventually, everybody takes a loss, but it's how you come back from it. And I think she's going to come back from it and get an amazing victory.
If Ronda could get a hold of her and take her down, I feel like it's going to end there probably. Even, much respect to Amanda, she's great too, but, in that situation, I think that Ronda would be a little more aggressive and bullyish in that situation, but you never know. She could have worked a lot on her striking and be prepared to stand up in that way. You never know. I'm excited to see that.
I'm going for Ronda.
just for the fact I just want her to come back and shut everybody up. I hate that everybody just bounced off of her as soon as she lost. I feel that, I don't know, man. I just hope she comes back mentally strong, because that's the only thing that's going to beat her. Because, honestly, if this was before the Holly Holm fight, everybody would be going for Ronda, because obviously Ronda's going to get the clinch and take her down. And I think she could still go. She could still win every fight if she just stuck to what she was good at and stuff. Of course you got to strike a little bit, but look to get to the clinch and finish people off, and that's your strength. And I see that happening this fight. I don't think Amanda Nunes is as good of a striker as Holly Holm.
I can't see Ronda losing. Big comeback fight. It's hard to see her losing, but I think she's going to have a tough fight, style-wise.
I want to say this in the most respectful way possible. I think that Ronda's done being a fighter. So Amanda is someone who lives the life. She is deep in the game. She is hardcore, trained all the time, every aspect. True title-holding champion that kind of clawed her way up the ladder without any sort of special treatment or any extra doors being opened for her and things like that. And as talented as Ronda is, I think that there's just a part of the game that maybe is broken for her now, that she's no longer the undefeated champion and the one that everyone wants to watch all the time. So I think that this will be the last we see of Ronda in the cage, and I don't think it'll be good for her.
Man, that's a tough one there, because Nunes is tough, man. If she gets on her hands, and especially the way, Ronda coming off such a brutal knockout, I think she'll be a little gun shy. So I think early in the fight, definitely giving it to Amanda Nunes. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a toss-up. I'll go with Ronda.
Amanda Nunes, she's my training partner. She's a close friend, and I really, seeing her train the last few years, the moment she came to American Top Team, her eyes were set on Ronda Rousey. So I feel like she's done nothing but build that momentum towards this fight from the moment she stepped in the door. And I think she's ready. I think she's got a great chance to win.
I got to go with Ronda. Everybody, you get a lot of people in the sport, especially the reporters. You get a lot of lazy people reporting the sport too, because they just look at it and they say, okay, is she better at striking? I don't know what that means. It's styles make the fight, and it's already been shown that women have a hard time with a one-punch knockout. It's very hard to knock a girl clean out. So I think she's gonna fall into the clinch. Amanda throws a lot of big right hands. You throw a right hand, you square yourself up, you're gonna fall into a clinch. And Ronda's still the deadliest woman in the clinch for sure. So I think once it falls into that clinch, it's all over for Amanda. She's shown that she can be broken too. So I'm gonna go with her. I'm gonna go with Ronda as long as she's not gunshot. If she comes out with the same confidence and if she's the same Ronda, she'll win 9 times out of 10.
I think Amanda Nunes. I think winning the title really helped her confidence boost. I think she's kind of starting to really come into her own, and I don't think Ronda Rousey's head is in it yet. I think after that last loss, she took some time, but I just don't think it's back. So, a lot of this game is mental, and I think she's affected mentally.
I'm going to have to go with Amanda. I think Ronda's shell-shocked. She's not going to come back the same person she was. I know everyone talks about her mental fortitude and all these amazing things and what she's accomplished, but Amanda Nunes doesn't give a shit about all that. She's a badass, and she's going to beat the shit out of Ronda Rousey, I think. I think it's going to be just as bad or worse than the Holly fight, where she's just going to get outmoved. I mean, she's just a stationary target, and she's a bully. So you're a stationary target that's trying to, George Foreman people and get a hold of them and toss them, and I don't see that really happening with Amanda.
I'm actually a Nunes fan. I think that she is currently the best MMA fighter there is. And of course, I have my deepest respect for Ronda because she's a badass. But if Nunes is smart and Ronda is not controlling herself, I think Nunes will be able to take the win with her.
I think it's going to be a scrap. I think it's going to be a really good fight. You have two girls, hell of a fighters. But, at the end of the day, I can't really pick one. I wish them both the best of luck.
Very happy for Ronda Rousey that she comes back. She will face my teammate Amanda Nunes, but I've been friends with Ronda for such a long time. I support her, I support Amanda. I don't have prediction for this fight because I know how tough is Ronda Rousey, how tough is Amanda Nunes. She's a champion right now, so I know that it's going to be a very tough fight for Ronda Rousey, for both of them, and I wish them all the best.
I feel like the longer a fighter takes off from competing and fighting, then like the harder it's going to be. And she's been out for over a year. So honest, and I feel like Amanda's just kind of on fire right now. So honestly, I think Amanda's going to take it. I think she's going to outstrike Ronda. And Amanda's not any chump on the ground either. I think she's a black belt, right? So it's not like she's a chump. So I think Amanda's going to take it.